I'm GamerFitNation's BlackBible, and I'm here in the presence of the legendary Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Thank you very much.
We're here for big game hunting, and me and Shawn Michaels got to try out the game, and he's basically breaking down the philosophy of hunting and how realistic this game is, and it's awesome. So I want Shawn to basically tell you about this game and how realistic it is.
Well, first of all, I mean, I was telling him how realistic it was, but realistic or not, he still smoked me. So just to let you know, if we're out in the field, out in the bush for real, I think I'd do a little bit better. But when it comes to the gaming, he's definitely the man. But when it comes to big game hunter, I mean, I do enjoy the fact that it is more realistic. You know, one of the things as a big game hunter, you know, scent is an animal's #1 defense against you. You have to take in wind condition. These animals will smell you. You have to take into consideration bullet dropping, the distance that you're shooting, things of that nature. You get an option between hunting stands or just spotting and stalking, which is something that the older games didn't have. So I like the fact that this one has so much more variety in it than the older games. And obviously one of the biggest things is your breathing. You know, I mean, to keep a weapon steady when an animal comes out in front of you or when you're hiking after this animal is something that in real situations is very tough to do. And this game captures that also. You have to hold your breath, you've got to hold a button down and keep your rifle steady. So the fact that this is very much in line with what happens out there in the field is something that I, as a real hunter, appreciate, and hopefully you, as a gamer, will enjoy, and it makes it that much more challenging for you.
I mean, you know, to reiterate that factor, right? I mean, literally, you have to hold your breath. You have to focus your shot. And what I didn't notice, like, you know, I mean, it's not like you could just pick up the gun and just shoot wildly. You know, like in most other games, you literally have to make sure you hit that target and aim for vital points because you want to kill the animal like as quick as possible, as clean as possible, and hit those.
Well, no, and the thing is, that's the thing. They've got enough games on here that if you are a guy, all right, because let's face it, everybody who gets a hold of a weapon, especially us guys, we like to spray bullets. You know what I mean? If we don't care if we're hitting anything, we just want to shoot some shells in the air. They do have that option in here. But again, it's also if you want to challenge yourself, there are things in the game that you have to be accurate, you have to be careful, you have to be stealthy. So the thing is, this one has so much more variety than the games in the past have had.
I also noticed, I mean, like he said, me and him, we went at it. You know what I mean? I got lucky. I'm going to call it I got lucky. I got lucky because, you know,
he could hold your steady. I'm having a hard time just finding my little crosshairs on the screen, for heaven's sakes.
But the whole point is it's two-player mode, so you can actually go head-to-head and try to see who have the most animals. And one crazy part is while we're going, it starts to speed up because now you're actually going after moving targets. And me and Shawn Michaels just sitting there like, oh, whoa. Whoa, and then mountain lions jumping at you and stuff like that. So, I mean, the game is really interesting in that aspect. And I appreciate the fact that, you know, you actually are, you know, here and you are able to find those key points. And that brings that realism into the game that most people who probably would never get the chance to hunt can find out.
Yeah, well, no, and again, that's the thing. I mean, some of us like to get out there in the sticks, but there are a lot of people that don't have that opportunity. This game is almost like a simulator, and that's something it's gonna get you as close to the action as you can without actually having to get out there. And sometimes that's better because you don't want a mountain lion jumping at you in real life. I've had animals come after me, and it isn't any fun.
Now, you know, we're literally gaming and health. That's what we're about. You know, we're all about the enemy. Come on, we already know you the healthy man. You know what I mean? This man has jumped from ladders. He's picked up men like twice his size, 3 times his size, and you know he went to war with them. So I'm sure he could tell you gamers or give you gamers a good health tip or something. You know, to work on your fitness or anything. Am I right?
Well, I tell you, I mean, again, I mean, and it sounds like a sales pitch, but I guess it's true in this case. The survival game is actually a game where you have to stay physical. I mean, you're kicking off, you know. You're kicking off wolves and things like that. You're ducking down behind some stuff. So I guess the thing is, you can actually, which is great because, I don't know, I was one of the guys that found the rare job that you could do the job and still manage to stay in shape while you're doing the job. And the fact of the matter is when you can find that, I mean, you're lucky. You know what I mean? So you gamers, you know what I mean? You can get the Survivor game, still manage to stay in shape a little bit. As long as you watch what you're eating, you should be okay. And you don't want to go high carb anyway, because you're going to have a sugar crash and fall asleep during the game, and that's never good.
No, it's not. Especially when you have a game where you're actually wielding a gun. Think about it like that. Well, this game is available on all systems, on both games actually, because we actually playing survival. They're available on all systems, and they come with a gun peripheral inside. So, pretty much, I'm about to end this with saying to Shawn Michaels, "Suck it."
Yeah, he means all you, not me.
Oh.